repost, rewrite, rank. Turning your best Instagram captions into blog posts Google loves. The content you already wrote for Instagram can quietly work a second job ranking on Google. You've already written hundreds of small essays this year. You just called them captions. That 180-word breakdown of your morning routine, the carousel script explaining why you switched niches, the reply you typed out 3 times to the same DM question @m-. That's raw material. Instagram buries it after 48 hours of relevance. Google, on the other hand, will happily keep showing it to strangers typing questions into a search bar 18 months from now. You don't need to become a writer to take advantage of this. You need a repeatable, low-effort process for stretching what you already said into something a search engine can index, and a place for that search traffic to land that isn't a dead-end profile grid. Why captions almost never rank, and why that's fixable. Captions are written for people mid-scroll who already know who you are. They lean on context. The photo, the reel's first 3 seconds, your last 5 posts. Search engines have none of that context. Someone typing how to price a first coaching call into Google isn't following you at dash. They've never heard of you. They need the question answered plainly, in text, near the top of the page. Most captions bury the actual insight in line 4 after a hook, a story, and a call to comment below. A blog post flips that order. Answer first, story second. And it needs enough words, usually 600 and 900, for search engines to judge it as a real, useful page rather than a fragment. The test. If you can imagine someone typing your caption's main point as a question into Google, it's a repurposing candidate. If the caption only makes sense to someone who already knows your face, skip it. The 5-minute upgrade formula. You're not rewriting from scratch. You're expanding a caption using a fixed pattern that takes most creators 20 and 30 minutes per post once they've done it twice. Here's the shape. Pull the single strongest line from the caption @m-. The one people quoted in comments or DM'd you about. That becomes your working title and opening sentence. Turn the vague promise into a specific, searchable question. How I edit reels faster becomes how to batch edit 10 Instagram reels in under an hour. Add one concrete example with real numbers @m-, a timestamp, a price, a before-after count. Captions often skip numbers because they feel bragging. Blog readers actively search for them. Break the middle into a numbered list or short steps. Search engines and skimming readers both reward structure over dense paragraphs. Close with what to do next in a not follow me, but a specific next action, like checking out your template, joining a workshop, or browsing your storefront. That last step matters more than most creators think. A blog post with no clear next step just leaks the reader back to Google. If you already run store.fan as your link in bio hub, every post should point somewhere inside it, a specific product, a free lead magnet, or the storefront itself. Sorting your caption archive. What's worth the 20 minutes? Not every caption deserves a second life. Scroll your last 60 and 90 days of posts and sort them like this before you write anything. Start with the top 2 rows. A creator selling presets, for example, might have posted a caption titled, 3 things I do before editing any photo. That's a 5-minute win. Title it as a question. What should you do before editing a photo? Add the specific settings you use, and link out to the preset pack itself at the end. Make it actually indexable. Writing the post is half the job. Google also needs a reason to trust and categorize the page. None of this requires technical skill, @m-, just consistency. Title includes the actual phrase someone would type into a search bar. First 2 and 3 sentences answer the question directly, no throat-clearing intro, at least one list, numbered steps, or short table for skimmability, one specific number, price range, or time frame somewhere in the body. ends with one clear link to a product, lead magnet, or your storefront dash. Not 5 competing links. Post lives on a page search engines can actually crawl, not only inside an Instagram caption. A caption dies in 48 hours. The same 300 words, reshaped into a page with a title tag, can keep bringing in strangers for years. Where the traffic should actually land. This is the step creators skip, and it's the one that turns a nice SEO hobby into revenue. A blog post that ranks well but ends with "thanks for reading" wastes the click. The whole point of repurposing captions is funneling cold search traffic at Meta, people who've never seen your face and dash, into a place where they can immediately buy something or join your list. That's exactly what a storefront is built for. One page holding your digital products, courses, coaching calls, and memberships. So a blog reader who lands from Google can go from interesting article to checkout in 2 clicks instead of hunting through your bio. If you haven't set that hub up yet, it takes less time than writing the blog post itself. You can start free and have delivery, checkout, and a storefront page ready before your first repurposed post goes live. For a sense of what a fully built-out page looks like in practice, browse a live example store. And if you're comparing what you get on the free tier versus the pro plan once your blog starts sending steady traffic, the answer is usually upgrade once the storefront is doing real volume, not before. Once the funnel exists, the loop is simple. Caption performs well at tra. You repurpose it into a post at tra. The post ranks for a searchable question at tra. The reader clicks through to your storefront at tra. They buy the template, book the call, or join the workshop your original caption was quietly promoting all along. A realistic first month. Don't try to repurpose everything at once. Pick your 5 best performing captions from the last 3 months dash. The ones with real saves and comments, not just likes dash. And turn one into a post per week. By week 5, you'll have 5 indexed pages, each answering a real question, each pointing at your storefront. That's a modest, achievable target that compounds. Search rankings tend to improve over months, not days. So the posts you publish this month are quietly building toward traffic you'll see in the fall. Reality check. Expect near zero search traffic in week 1. Expect a slow, steady climb by week 8 to 12 if the posts genuinely answer real questions. This is a compounding asset, not a launch day spike. Key takeaways. Your best performing captions are the strongest blog post candidates dash. They've already been market tested by an audience. A 250-word caption can become a 700-word post with 3 additions. A specific example: a mini structure, steps or a list, and a direct answer to the exact question people ask. Blog posts rank because they answer searchable questions. Captions rarely do because they assume the reader already follows you. Every post should end at a single destination, not a maze of links dash. That destination should be your storefront. You don't need a full website to start. A simple blog section feeding into your store. Fan page beats no blog at all. Start your creator store, free, at store.fan.